welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Something Sunday. Today we're going to react on a... we already reacted on a part 1. This is part 2. Next week, I think we'll have part 3. I am, of course, talking about Con Films.
Welcome to episode 2 of Under Construction, where I'm transforming this Ford Transit into the ultimate off-the-grid camper. In episode 1, you saw me strip the van right back, sound deaden it, insulate and carpet line it, basically laying down the foundations to turn an empty shell into something livable. And today we're cracking on with the first fix of electrics, wiring up the van and getting it ready to finally power everything that's coming next.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Build your brand, connect with your audience and sell anything on your terms. Make it happen with Squarespace.
I am off on a little road trip today, but before the road trip, we must fuel up. That's right. I'm talking about breakfast.
Wasn't the car.
Also, I'm a weirdo who loves to have a Coke Zero in the morning. Don't judge me for that. I do need to get actual fuel for the car now. Yeah, today might be a cable management day where we just route all the electricals and sort of figure out where we're placing things. Me and the van needs a name, I feel like. You lot, we need to start browsing names for this van because it would just be cool if I could say me and are off on a road trip to wherever and start thinking of some names. All right, I have just arrived at Hive Auto Electricals, the camper van and motorhome specialist, aka Ollie. A couple of weeks ago, I got in touch with Ollie and I sort of came down here, picked his brains about what we should be doing for this project, and then we booked this week and a week after to sort of complete all the official electrical work on this van. Now, there are a lot of people that sort of DIY the electrics themselves. Personally, where I have high ambitions for this van in terms of having loads of devices that use a lot of power, I didn't really feel comfortable doing the electrics myself. So I'm coming here to a specialist that does this every day to make sure that I do this right, because electrics is something you don't want to get wrong. And honestly, I feel like I'm in safe hands because Ollie's van looks incredible. Let me just show you guys. I mean, check this out.
It looks cool, but
look at this.
What
a beast. That is incredible.
Hello.
Ollie's going to be doing all of the electricals for my van build, and he's going to explain to you in under a minute about all of this stuff that we're using.
Under a
minute 30.
Now, there's a lot to go through here because I've asked for a lot, but my mission is to go completely off the grid. So hopefully this system is going to allow me to do that and is going to allow me to hook up some serious gadgets into my van as well.
For a vehicle of your size, this is a substantial electrical system to put in a small van like yours. However, it will give you plenty of time off grid.
Your mission is to explain a little bit about everything. A minute and a half on a clock. Your time starts now. Now, go.
Right, hi guys. So we got 460 Roma. This is the biggest battery that Roma batteries do.
Okay, looks good.
We need this battery for this inverter, purely because there's a minimum of 400 amp hours that you need for the Multi-Plus. The Multi-Plus, which is this unit here, is basically an inverter slash charger. So it means that it can step 12 volts up to 230, but it also has an internal charger that will charge this battery at roughly 80 to 120 amps, depending on what you program it on. We've got some battery fusing on this. So this is an MRBF fuse, makes the system super safe. In the event anything happens, it will disconnect. The other forms of charging, the Orion XS is a DC to DC charger from the alternator. You have an MPPT controller from the solar. Then we have this thing here, which is the battery shunt. That will basically measure what's coming in and out of the battery. We have the links distributor, which is effectively all of these components connect into with mega fuses. We've got the Servo GX, which basically connects all of this equipment, this blue equipment, into that, displays it on that screen, and you can see everything that's happening in real time. We've got my camper switch there, which is a switchable unit. So that will basically do stuff like lights, fridge, water pump, all sorts of stuff like that. All the arrangement of leads. We have a main battery cut-off.
And that's time up.
And we have a fuse box.
You know what?
Not bad.
You smashed through that.
Not bad.
Okay, I'll give you an extra couple 30 seconds.
Okay, cool.
For like
Anything you want to round off?
Yeah,
on there?
okay. So basically, isolator switch.
Why would you
so
let
we need a main
someone
battery
explain
isolator switch? It just keeps the system super safe.
So
in the event something was to happen, which we're not saying it's going to be,
sorry if
split
I
the switch,
sound weird.
cuts the whole system off. Fuse box, that
cold.
is what's going to basically connect all of the stuff. So whether it be USB, fridge, water pump, lights, if you wanted awning lights, if you wanted outside lights, everything will connect into the fuse box and it becomes its own circuit, keeps it super safe. Cables for the servo, connectors for the servo. This unit here is a consumer unit, like what you'd see on a house, because it will separate all your 230 sockets. So in the event that you trip one of them, it would only trip just the one circuit and not the whole system.
Can I just say, I used to live in a flat and the fuse box there was about the same size.
Was it?
And now my van's going to have...
It's going to get bigger as well.
Yeah. The main mission today is to fit all of this onto a board that can then go into my van.
Yes.
Now that Ollie's explained all of the components, it's time to figure out where everything's actually going to go.
The floor,
we spent some time mapping out the placement of the sockets, switches, and lighting, basically planning how the whole van will come to life once it's powered up. And this is the stage where you've got to think one step ahead. Once the walls are up, there's no easy way to change your mind.
This is a big moment.
That's my job done. See you later.
So we're making sure the setup feels practical now, but still flexible enough for whatever upgrades I decide to add later. Ollie started running cables throughout the whole van.
So this is the 230 stuff that we're using. Arctic Flex cable, 2.5mm, and I always put it in conduit regardless. A lot of people say you don't really need to do that, but you know, it's better safe than sorry kind of thing. So we'll get all of this put in conduit and start running the 230 and make sure we get everything into the right place. And then we can start with all the 12-volt stuff as well.
And this is just one of those jobs that just doesn't look too exciting on camera, but is a huge step forward. This is what turns the van from just a shell into something that's actually functional.
After many, many hours of work, this is how it looks like.
Don't say it like that.
I mean, the real beauty's in the inside. If we step in a bit closer, look. There's wires.
There's a cable.
And they're all routed very, very nicely.
What I would have liked to do is get this whole unit up here, but because this probably started life as a short wheelbase without a roof, and then they put a sandwich on top, all of this is seam welded all the way around. Drilling a cable up through there is almost nigh on impossible. We have come up with a solution to basically tuck all of this, a channel in here which is integrated into the top cupboards. One, you will always be able to get cables to where you need, and if this becomes an issue in the future, you can get to this. Whereas if it's behind here and it's all carpeted, you've got absolutely no chance.
This is safe?
There's a safe.
What?
Oh my God.
You should be able to get to that from the front.
What's the code for it? Oh, code 1234. 1234, enter. Wait,
didn't sound
what was
like
that sound? The sound went do-do-do.
It's an actual hidden safe tucked away under the passenger seat. I've got no clue what's inside, but it's easily one of the most exciting things that we've found in the van so far. Actually, it's the perfect excuse to take out the front seats out, which we had to do anyway to run some new cables through the front.
To do it, so it's not
the
an excuse,
lock says Yale, and I remember having these keys that say Yale on them as well. So I'm pretty sure there's an override key spot somewhere. Oh, yes. That must be the override key.
Aha. Oh,
You got it?
I got it.
Oh,
Oh my God.
nothing.
Oh my God. And there is diddly squat in there.
Unfortunately, there's no cash stash under this seat, but luckily
That will be
Squarespace is keeping this
cool.
build alive. Squarespace is a website building platform, so whether you need to build yourself a portfolio or wait to take bookings or even sell products, their tools and templates make it super easy to create professional looking websites in minutes. I actually use Squarespace to run my own business, Icon Studios. It's a production space I provide for film and video creators, and on my site, clients can explore the studio, check availability, and book directly through the calendar system. All my payments are handled automatically by Squarespace, so I don't even need to worry about invoices or any other admin. And building the site itself was really straightforward thanks to their Fluid Engine editor. It's all drag and drop, and the end result looked professional without me having to learn a single line of code. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, check out the link in my description. You can get a 14-day free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use my discount code Constantine to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Now that we've got a bunch of cables routed neatly through the van, this means we're officially ready to start building out the electrical board.
So we start with a board, which is here's one I made earlier.
We're not just doing an electrical system. Ollie's job is going to be to make an art piece. You know, like the flux capacitors and art piece on a DeLorean.
Yeah.
This is that, basically.
Now, this part is going to take some clever planning and a bit of creativity because I want it to look clean, functional, and honestly, a bit of a showpiece.
What crimping mean for non-crimp understanders?
So basically, the weakest point of any electrical system is going to be where you crimp. This little device here will crimp at 4 tons, and this will basically get crimped onto this cable with enough force to basically stop it from falling off. You know, if you get it wrong, you know, you're going to have shorting, you could potentially have a fire risk. This is typically
don't want a fire
the
risk,
one that you would use at
We
home,
don't
like
want
your
a fire
DIY
risk.
tool. But we've had to invest in this one just purely for the amount of cables that we crimp on a system. So that's 4 tons of crimping pressure, effectively, and it's put like a divot in the actual copper lug. So that's not coming off for love nor money.
Crimping with Ollie.
Crimping with Ollie 101.
Now that you've had that, I'm going to be
This is a cool
demonstrating
looking van,
crimping
the
with
black
Con.
one.
Demonstration over.
That was.
Oh, wow. And it just stops by itself.
And that's it.
I just crimped my first cable.
And that was a good crimp. I would give that a solid 8 out of 10.
Wow, 8 out of 10. That's good.
Everything we discussed, like, I want a socket there, I want a socket there. You know, I want to be able to plug my devices in there. All of that's in.
All of that's in.
And for lights.
Okay.
And for the lights and the mood
Everything.
lighting and everything else, the USBs on each side.
And that is called first fix electric.
That is first fix electrics. That's putting all the cables in before you do all of the woodwork and cover it all up. All of my effort is not going to be seen.
That is harsh.
So in total, we've got 9 230 sockets. Wow. Which is quite substantial for a transit custom. But you know, a short base as well. Got all the 12 volt stuff in, so we're having lights in here that we've decided. So 2 strip lights.
There's going to be like a smart panel over here where you can control stuff from a tablet.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we're planning to do is do the 8-inch tablet that we spoke about at the beginning of the video. We've also got the Serbo GX, which is effectively like the heart of the Victron electrical system. So that's going to show you basically how much is going in from solar, how much is coming in from the engine when it's running through the DC to DC, and also the inverter as well. So that's going to give you like a complete rundown of your whole electrical system. The display is going to be used for the water pump. It's going to be used for the fridge, all the lights. Everything will be controlled by an 8-inch Samsung Galaxy tablet, which you can still use as a tablet.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it's fully Bluetooth, you'll also be able to Bluetooth to everything in here. If you wanted a Bluetooth speaker, you could do that. You know, like it's pretty endless on what you could do in here.
Many, many hours have passed, and is it done yet?
Yeah. Well, I say, is it done yet? We've still got the first fix of cables to go through.
I'm only joshing. Ed Gein reference right there. Got the logo.
It wouldn't work if it wasn't for that.
It wouldn't work if the sticker wasn't on there.
Everything is
good commercial.
semi-wired up, ready to go in the van. Then we have even more cables to go into this. So everything's going to be covered. So when you look at this, you won't see anything other than the components and what we've got on the board. All the cables will be hidden within.
She's a thing of beauty. We have a complete board.
I think we need to celebrate and...
How do we celebrate? What do we do? Should we hold it to the camera and like point our thumbs up or something?
Yeah, can do.
Yeah.
All ready to go in?
You got to do the thumbs up.
Okay. This will be installed next time round.
Weird.
So because this is quite a heavy bit of equipment, we're going to have to really look at how we're going to sort of attach this to your
And
van.
you're not just going to screw it with screws, no?
No.
What are you planning to use?
Either if we can nut and bolt it, that's going to be far more secure than if we were to screw it into the van. I mean, as you know, this is probably the best part of 50.
Yeah, what does this whole thing weigh? Like 50 kilos?
Probably 50 kilos.
And then my battery's an extra 50.
Battery, maybe 40.
So it's a good, like, almost 100 kilos we're adding onto the van already.
Absolutely, yeah. And you've still got furniture.
I've still got a lot more to go.
Yeah, a lot to go.
Equipment.
As well.
Yeah.
You're probably thinking, why am I still here? Why am I still in the shop? Well, I need a helping hand.
I got roped in.
So I need a hand with this because the next episode is me going to a place where they're going to install some seats for me. Yeah. That's going to be my bed. And they said they need this down before they do it anywhere.
We're either going to do it really quickly or it's going to take us all evening.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
As it seems, it goes pretty quickly.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, mate, that looks premium. I'm a big fan of that.
I'm not sure if they did really do
excess off of the lining so that it fits nicely into our van. And now we're using this adhesive, self-backing adhesive, to stick it down.
Okay.
Oh, that shot out in a weird way.
What?
Contact adhesive has been sprayed. Then you give it a moment till it dries out a little bit and stick it down. And that's the name of the game. But that floor, wow. I do love it. It looks very nice. Makes it look very smart.
Great choice as well. It's got a sparkle on it.
I wasn't sure about the sparkle to begin with, but...
No, it looks good. I think, like you say, if it was all black, then...
I think it's going to tie in nicely with my seats as well, because now looking at the grey seats there and the ones I've ordered, I think it will look really good.
It looks good. It looks good. It's nice. It's not my color, but I do like it in a way. Yeah.
All right, so the floor is in. So before we can proceed with anything else, we need to work out how much space we've got to work
panel
with.
look
And
or something.
It's kind of
like
hard to
floor,
figure out right
you know?
now because we don't know the
like
exact
the
dimensions of the bed/seating system I'm getting installed.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna come back and fix up all the other electricals.
Yeah.
So, Ollie, I will be seeing you later on.
No worries.
All right, keep your schedule free, please, mate.
I will try.
Play like a little trailer of what's going to happen and blur it all so you can't really tell what's happening, but it's exciting and you're going to tune in for part 3.
It's been a busy start to the build and things are really starting to take shape.
That is going to look fabulous. This is pretty cool. If I had time, if I had knowledge, if I had money, this will be a great project to do, just because you get somewhat of freedom if you go somewhere and you have a few drinks, you can sleep or whatever. So it's looking good. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.